Hello and welcome to Fulton Street Beats. Today we're going to take apart, this is a Jem kit from Jaymz that I have completed in many different forms. It's pretty much been a test guitar for me to try out a lot of things on. We're going to disassemble this today because I'm going to be listing some of these parts on Reverb. I'm going to a different test guitar, so some of these parts are coming off. Mainly the neck. The neck it's got a beautiful neck on it. I'm going to be listing the neck on Reverb. It's got a really nice fret job, nice inlays. Now this is not a 5-piece neck like my other Jems. This is simply a simple Wizard 3 style with a scarf joint. It's got cheap tuners on it right now and a cheaper locking nut. So, but this isn't the locking nut that came with it, but it's going to be included on the neck. So I'm going to leave the Steve Vai truss rod cover, and of course it has our branding up top, although that is not what it is. And this was just a Jaymz build that I did. The body, I don't know, I may keep it. As you can see, I have experimented with the various jacks, and I do have some holes that don't exactly line up on each side, but still usable, still a very nice body for sure. But we're going to disassemble this, and I figured I'd take you guys along for the ride. So while I'm here, I'm just going to start pulling some stuff apart. As you can see, it's got some, right now, it did have Gibson pickups in it. Now it's got some Epiphones in it. They're going to just be taken to the side, and I'll use them in something else. This guitar did sound really good. If I could say that this guitar had a bad part, it would be that bridge. That bridge is an aftermarket bridge that I picked up on Amazon, and really bad quality. Didn't hold tune like even the original bridge did, which I still have. If I believe I do. Here's our original bridge that came with a much better quality black hardware. I may be listing that too. I don't know yet, but definitely going to sell the neck separately, and that's just because, well, I think it's worth more separately because it's such a nice neck. So I've rearranged this studio, and you haven't seen the other side where I'm going to be doing my recording, but I assure you it is really cool over there, and we'll be getting to that very soon. And I bet you this is not the one. Or am I? Yes, I got lucky. Okay, there we go. So we're going to detune this and loosen up the strings, and now I'm trying to get used to where I have put everything because, well, that's how it goes, right? So let's, first I'm going to take the tension off the strings up here a little bit, and then we'll loosen the locking nut up. If you guys can't quite see what I'm doing. Battling some bad allergies today, guys, so if you hear me sniffling, that's why. It's very hot up here. We have the AC running. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but this is not going to be my normal setup, but I figured I'd take you guys along for the ride. So I will include these tuners in the sale, although they're not. They hold tune fine because, well, there's a locking nut, but what I like to do, flip it over. I'm going to pull these clamps off. I do 3 springs. Now all our pressure will be totally off from the neck, as you can see. Okay, so there we go. There's those springs to the side, trim system, and I'm going to take these screws right out for now. Make sure everything's copacetic in there. I'm going to give this a neck of thorough cleaning. I like to inspect everything before it sells. So this is going to be going on Reverb if anybody's interested. So there's that. And there is that. And since right now I don't have any other Jem style guitars, we may as well just go ahead and cut these strings just cut them all at once, right in the middle. Pull these out. When I string these up, I keep the ball ends right on with a locking nut. Easy peasy, which makes disassembly, unstringing, and stringing fairly easy. And it makes for better tuning stability simply because, well, there's less winds, less give. That's the secret. Okay, so there's our Floyd Rose. There's our strings. I'm gonna throw these in my little trash can over here and bend them up. These strings are great, by the way. They're Donners, and if you guys aren't familiar, they're Donner 9-42s. They're excellent strings. I bought a few boxes. They come in sets of 5. But you can't get them anymore for some reason. They're all out, and I don't know when they're going to be back in stock. They're just as good, if not better, than the Ernie Ball Slinky 9-42. Okay, so we'll flip this over. And as you can see, this is an amazing neck. Look at these inlays. Look at this fretboard. Beautiful maple neck. It does have a scarf joint. And I'm going to clean it up a little bit. And I will tell you guys a story as I'm doing this. I sold my Rick style bass that I built. And I feel really bad because I sold it on a reverb and the buyer got it, and UPS for some reason was screwing around with it, didn't get to him in time, kicked around warehouses, and he got it with a broken neck right in half at the scarf joint, bent tuners. Man, I felt bad for him. So luckily I put shipping insurance on it. So reverb's supposed to be taking care of it, but I still feel really bad for the guy. Horrible story. And it's been like that for me lately too. I received a damaged guitar the other day, and every box that I get is like destroyed by UPS lately. I don't know what's going on. Anyhow, here's all this wiring here, and I'm gonna cut this. Like I said, this is my test guitar, my test bed, if you will. So cut this. It's quick. Cut this. Cut this, and this is just my cheapy quick setup, but and this was just, like I said, testing. Nothing's was permanent on here. We're just seeing if I can make it work, and it worked. Temporary hold of wires, everything. So no, this is not how I normally do things, but sometimes when you're doing tests, you just do things very quickly. We'll set that to the side. Well, here's the body. Get you this anyhow. There we go. And it's all shielded. It's a decent body. It could be very pretty. I'm not going to sell it in its entirety. I'm probably going to keep this body and do maybe even a template for other gems if I want to build them. So let's put this in the thing here, and let's pull out this neck. And I'm not going to include these screws because they go to this body, and like a nice tight fit. You can see that. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Here is our neck. I'm gonna run this down for you, but there's our. It is nitroed up top. I got some cleaning up I got to do on the edges here, but this is one of my first builds, as a matter of fact. But the neck is fantastic. Look at that fret job. I mean, fantastic, so smooth. You could run a nylon down through here, and you would never catch on it. It does not have scalp frets, but it is very, very smooth. Yeah, very smooth. Every single one. It is a 24 fret, if you're wondering. Let me get you. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to clean it up some more, and we'll put our locking nut back on it. We'll set this body over here to the side. There's that. There's that. It might have a couple scuffs on it, but overall, it's been a pretty good one of the best things about this was the way it played. We're going to do my favorite trick here in a second. What was that trick you, Mike? What is that trick? We are going to clean, well, we're going to clean up the fretboard real quick first. So it's already pretty much polished. I always kept this very nice, but let's give it a clean up real quick on this one. Okay, so here's a trick that I do. You guys know that on my fretboards, initially when I build guitars or what have you, I always use not lemon oil, but coconut oil. Not that I have anything against lemon oil, but I think coconut oil preserves the wood a bit better. Now, if you do it, you want to make sure you use organic coconut oil, because anything type of other preservative that they put in coconut oil can get rancid, and you don't want your fretboard stinking over time. So keep that in mind. Make sure you use only organic coconut oil if you decide to go that route. That's just my preference. A lot of people never heard of it. If you haven't, I assure you it's a thing, and it works great. And it's a lot less expensive because you can get tubs of it and cook with it. So that's great. So anyhow, this has already been preserved, and that's with coconut oil when I first did it, and it still has a beautiful luster to it. So, but how do we touch it up later on? Well, you can go back over with coconut oil. The problem is with coconut oil, you have to rub and rub and rub and rub until it's gone, because you don't want anything greasy, right? So you rub it in, you rub it in, you rub it in, you rub it in, rub it off, rub it in, and you get it conditioned. How do you maintain it? Well, here's something that people never, ever, I don't know why. Guys, it's made for wood. It's a wood conditioner and cleaner. And it is a mineral oil, but it doesn't hurt anything. It's made for wood, especially specialty woods like this. It's been used on furniture for ages. Why the hell do you think your guitar is so special that this would not work on it? So what we do is we just take some, we put it on a paper towel, and we're going to immediately see it amazing, amazing shine. Amazing. Look at this. See this? Instantly. Now we're going to wipe it in. We're going to wipe it off. But what's fantastic about this is it cleans your frets too. You just want to make sure you get it off completely. I use my fingernail to get up in next to the frets. But this is just really makes a fretboard pop. And it's all we can keep in mind. It's already been preserved with the coconut oil. So this is a step that I use anytime I string up a guitar. But you can see the grime, not a lot, but you can see the grime on the paper towel. And that's just simply from playing in residue from, well, the metal from the guitar strings and dirty fingers and what have you. And you can put it liberally if you'd like. But it really cleans, and it even polishes helps with the frets. And it soaks in, but a lot better than a lot of things too, to make it really withstand the test of time. These are simple tricks that a lot of people, I can't use that on my guitar, it's going to hurt it, or you'll hear a wives' tale saying you have to use this or you have to use that. And as you can see, we got some grime. I'm going to show you the fretboard first. And I'm going to take my rag here, and I'm going to wipe this in. Just give it a quick once over. As you see that natural beauty come out? Just natural beauty. Not over glossy, just natural beauty. Now we got it all off. But as you can see, we have some grime up in here. And it's not grime, it's from where I hang the guitar on the wall hangers. And you guys probably experience that. It drives you nuts. You take the guitar down, you got black on there from, well, the foam or rubber, whatever they use. So I simply go over it a few times with a furniture polish until it comes off, because it will sink right into the wood there. There we are. But look at this, guys. You see the difference in the wood takes on? Now, this is a lightly urethaned neck. Very lightly urethaned. Oops, sorry, hit my mic. So, but we can put it right on the back. Don't feel like this is an infomercial. Put it on the back and look at this start to pop, like once again. Now is a good time, as long as you're using it. And this is always neglected up in here. get some in your holes. Like I just did. See how I just did that? If you can get some directly in the screw holes, push it down in, let it go down in there. Why, Mike? Why would you do that? Oh my God. No, because it conditions the wood inside so it doesn't dry out where it goes in and split on you one day. Because that's not something we want. Now this is bare wood on the end. And that's what we want to, you see the difference, right? See that, Heaven? See that? So the thing is we don't want it dry. We all know dry wood splits and breaks. So we want to condition it. So this is something you can do with any of your guitars. And just going to give this a quick rub. And I'm going to go back in and get some more of this grime off in a little bit. But I wanted to show this to you guys. Now, don't leave it wet like this. I mean, it's a little greasy right now. So come back through with a microfiber. A nice clean microfiber. And just give the whole thing a wipe in. Sit it aside, let it sit. And what's nice is even the lubrication from it, from your tuners, keeps everything. If you get some in there, keeps it functioning great. But look at, there we go. Let me show you that. Isn't that beautiful? It's that simple. It's just a way of keeping it, well, preserved. And it looks even better in person than it does on camera. You can do this a few times if you like. You know what? We may do that. Let's pile liberally. This time I'm going to use my microfiber to rub it in. My main focus is the fretboard, because I like a nice clean fretboard. A clean fretboard is a happy fretboard, folks. Or fingerboard, however you like to say it. If you're old school, you might want to say fingerboard. There we are. Beautiful. So, amazing. Look at that. And that inlay is exquisite. What a beautiful inlay. So this neck is going on reverb. If you want to do a build, you know you got yourself a good neck. It's already straight. Nice frets. Very smooth. Take the microfiber. It doesn't, there's no snags. Nothing. Nice and smooth. No snagging. You can do this with a nylon. It's just, there's nothing there. It's like butter. Okay, so what are we going to do with the body? I don't know. I haven't figured that out. If anybody's out there is interested in this body, let me know. And there's another one we can Old English. This is not lacquered. This is got a urethane on it. I should say. I put mixed urethane in with the walnut stain. But that's how quickly and easily that cleans. And I think I have some, if somebody's interested in this body, let me know. The body's fantastic. The only downside to this body, which might not bother anybody, is the input jack right here has a hole on each side where the original input jack, this input jack right here is off a Les Paul. And it's put in kind of sloppily, to be honest with you, because it was a test bed, a test mule, you could say. So, okay, guys, that's about it. If you're interested, drop it in the comment section below, and I'll be listening at least the neck on reverb. If somebody's interested in this Jem style body, let me know. I'll talk to you soon. Remember, it's rock and roll, makes world.